How's this experience been like for you with going to playing in London on Sunday?
Yeah, it's been a really cool experience. I feel like for all of us, just being out here, I know I love history, and for something like this to be just so regular to them as far as where we're staying and like this manner, like it's beautiful. And, I feel like it's just to them, it's just another spot, like the art on the wall, all of it. It's kind of crazy. So it's a really cool experience for me, and I'm excited to get out in front of their crowd and hopefully play well.
Have you done much sightseeing since being here?
No, there ain't been no time. So I think that we got some time after this. I'll try and go make some stuff happen and see. But I actually came about 2 months ago. I came to the city and I really enjoyed it. I stayed right next to the train station, the famous train station where I stayed at. I forget it, but it was tough. I liked it a lot. Had a good time. Some of my friends was out here. It was cool.
In terms of getting physically prepared to play, what's the biggest challenge of like the overnight flight and getting your body ready for Sunday?
I don't know. I don't really like to overthink it. Just go out and ball. If you can't show up when it's time to go play, then it's probably not for you. So I know everyone overcomplicate the sleep, and we got like sleep scientists and all this stuff. I don't really like believe in that. Like if I'm tired, I'm gonna go to bed. When it's game time, I gotta go. It's time to play. So that's how I feel about it. But just having a good week of preparation, good week of practice. It felt good to practice just now, so that's cool.
How do you experience the support of the international fans?
Yeah, I really can't say I've had an experience with it. I expect it to be super lively. I'm a real football person. We'll say this American football. I love football. I love Man United. So, yeah, I ain't gonna fake it. I like Garnacho. So, I watch a lot of soccer and the energy. I've got to go to a few soccer games, and it's special to see. So I hope they can find a way to bottle that up and bring that to the football game. Cheering throughout the whole thing, whether it's like a sack or a touchdown, like just loud, all the way through. I like that. And I feel like that's what we might see on Sunday. I'm excited.
Garrett, where do you feel like you are in the process of kind of getting on the same page there in terms of seeing things the way he sees them and seeing the way you see them?
Yeah.
Connecting like that?
I feel like we always have good weeks of practice, so now it's just about translating it to Sunday. So hopefully, this is the week it all click. For sure.
Did you guys work on it together? I know you work with them all the time.
What's that? Do we work on?
You and Aaron together, like Kingston, I think.
Yeah, we approached the practice week the right way and had a good week of practice. We'll see what happens on Sunday.
Your route running is obviously one of the best in the league.
Thank you, bro.
But the Vikings defense, first in interceptions, obviously it's a tough challenge. But how do you feel about the proposition of going up against their secondary on Sunday?
Yeah, they've done a good job. They've also played with the lead a whole bunch, which all of a sudden these other teams start pressing and trying to make a play. So they start to give up some underneath things, and that's when you get those chances to have interceptions. People try to push the ball downfield. So just playing a fully balanced game, staying in the game, try and get a lead early or try and go down and score early in the game. So all of a sudden they got to play more true defense. But they have a great DB room, an experienced one that when they see concepts play out, they kind of know what next route is coming. So I'm excited. I feel like we have a lot to prove, and what's better than going up against an undefeated team over here? Can kind of just let loose and play. It'll be fun.
Do you have a celebration plans for Sunday?
I mean, I can't tell you that. Can't even tell you that.
Garrett, how do you feel about all this Davante Adams?
Yeah, that'd be cool, man. I feel like it's cool. If we get him over here, like I always say, if someone can help us win, let's do it. So, right on.
Take a couple more. Garrett, can you want to clarify? You sound really good today about the registry shooting the offense.
I was asked a specific question. I answered the question. Whether I like the question or not doesn't really matter. But I could have went about answering it a better way. At the end of the day, I just go out and play football. I'm going to do my job, all that stuff out of my control. So I'm going to just go play ball and do what I love, man. I'm blessed.
Why do you think you're not off to the start? I think everybody expected you.
I don't know, man. We're going to figure it out. We're going to get down to it and make sure we finish better than we started. That's what matters.
Do you plan to do anything differently from last week?
I plan to do a lot of things differently than last week. A whole lot. So it's time to go do it now, though, and I'm excited for the opportunity.
I just have to ask, with Manchester United, that's my team as well.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a
So, bro, I played a lot of FIFA growing up, and Wayne Rooney was that boy. He was cold on the game. So for me, I just gravitated towards who was good on a video game. I didn't really have any real experience with soccer, so it was like, who's good on FIFA? And it was Wayne Rooney, and I like Garnacho now. He plays for Argentina in the Copa Americas as well, and when he plays nationally. So I don't know. I like some of the young guys doing their own thing coming up, and Man United. I know they're off to a rough start, but yeah, exactly. You got to keep the faith. That's how it is, and I've been, I just decided and kind of gravitated towards them. That's all. Nothing specific besides Rooney.
Breece, when you went back to the Sundays against the Broncos, what do you think is the biggest difficulty for your offense?
We just didn't execute at the end of the day. I don't think there's like a magic potion that they were doing to us. We just weren't doing our job. So I feel like whenever a team goes out and everybody does their 111th, they'll be fine.
What's the focus like this week after a performance like that? How's the offense respond?
Yeah, just flushing it. First 3 weeks we felt like offensively we were, getting more and more efficient. So just getting back to our roots and continuing to, like I said, have everybody do their 111th and lock in on the task at hand.
I asked Coach Salah earlier on about the changes in the offensive line over the off-season. Sort of how do you feel the O-line's performing, and do you feel a bit more confident? Obviously, still had a phenomenal season last year.
Yeah.
Feel a bit more confident with the changes now?
Yeah, I think we're fine. I love those guys, seeing those guys every day. And then all the guys we brought in, they all come from, winning cultures. They know what it takes. So I feel like, just having those guys, whether we go through the roller coasters of ups and downs, they're going to remain the same and continue to come to work every day and be the same guys. So I'm never really worried about them.
On a personal level, I know obviously it's a team game, coach calls up plays, but do you wish maybe had also against them a couple more calls for your number in the end zone, in the red zone?
Nah, as long as we score, I don't really mind too much of what we call. Just knowing that I'm going to get the ball, I'm going to get the number of touches regardless. I just, like I said, try to execute my job every play, and if I need to do more, then I'll do more.
What stands out in the Vikings defense?
Just seeing how they've jumped out to really quick leads, how they created a lot of turnovers. We got to be really sound, and I feel like against them you have to be really efficient on first down because just going against a defense like them, if you could keep them on their toes, keep them on their heels first down from first down on, and get positive yards, then you kind of make them not be able to get into the more exotic stuff that they do. So just winning first down and staying efficient on second down, so you could get to the third and shorts and third and manageables would be fine.
They're going to blitz a lot. That's what they do. So how do you guys improve blitz pickup and pass protection?
Like I said, it was just a game where we weren't as locked in. So I think I saw something that it said like Aaron was one of the most protected guys. So I feel like our O-line and myself, and as far as pass protection, will be fine. We've seen everything on film. Obviously, they're going to give us something that we haven't seen and that we aren't prepared for. But as long as we communicate, and I think we'll be fine.
Every game all starts at practice. Is there anything you think differently in practice, or is it just a matter of focusing? How do you kind of push that up?
Yeah, I think it gets a little hard when you're trying to meet guys in the A gaps and the holes and try to keep the quarterback clean. So sometimes you get a little bit antsy, but like I said, you just gotta be locked in, hold your water, and when you have your chances to go help out and pick up these blitzes, just do your job and not worry about doing anything more or doing anything less. Just do your 111th, like I said, and we'll be fine. I think I'm pretty chilled and laid back, so I never really get too high or too low. So I feel like it won't be too much of an adjustment for me. I think it's going to be a fun environment, and fans are going to be cheering for both teams. So I feel like it's going to be even as far as that.
You mentioned fans. We've seen Everton's jersey and whole on display.
Yeah.
How long did you feel like before 180 moment if you in the crowd you saw someone wearing the Breece Hall 20 jersey, without sort of make you think, wow, this sport really is?
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool, especially if I was able to, make some cool plays and stuff, and see those people wearing my jerseys just to be able to support me, the team, or whatever the case may be. It's definitely a blessing to know that we're being watched worldwide.
Please, Coach Dawson, you guys aren't going down to a walk-in Saturday at the stadium, so it's really going to be your first time there. What's the process in terms of like getting the footwork, understanding your field, and like what shoes you want to wear, and how do you go about that?
Just getting out on the field and do as much running and cutting as I can while conserving my energy. Just making sure that I have the right footwear on to be able to cut and play the way I want to. But I've heard something about the grass being similar to what we practiced on today, so I'm not too worried about it.
Has Aaron given any words of advice? Obviously, he was here when the Packers played the Giants. Tottenham Stadium, I think, is a first-purpose build.
Yeah.
Stadium outside the US. Has he given any points or hints or spoke about his experience when he was there?
Yeah, it's cool with him. He just tries to, not make everything too much bigger than what it is. It's like it's going to be a fun environment, but at the end of the day, we're just having fun playing the game that we've been playing our whole life. So we're just playing it again in a new group, a new crowd of people. So as far as that, it's going to be really cool. But for us, it's just about going out there and continuing to play the game we love.
And about some of the other guys, is there any sort of special London themed touchdown celebration that you might have been brewing up?
I haven't heard anything yet. I think most of the guys are keeping it under wraps right now, so I gotta go start doing some research so I can come up with something if I am blessed enough to get into the end zone.
In terms of that preparation, you see this how does your preparation change if it comes compared to the road game in the States, for example?
Yeah, like I said, I feel like we don't really feel like it's a road game, so it's kind of just like, okay, both teams are coming in, and you gotta worry about like it's a long flight, getting adjusted, but not too adjusted to the time zones and stuff like that. And like I said, it's just going to be the team that whoever's on the paying more attention to their details and probably the most physical team is going to win this game.
What are you most looking forward to this weekend?
Just like I said, just getting in front of a new crowd of people and going out and having fun. I think that's all everybody's looking forward to.